John Eats Cheap got in the freezer, and we had ground beef. We had a big old 5-pound bag of tater tots. Well, it's less than 5 pounds now. Can of soup out of the pantry and a can of mushrooms out of the pantry. We're cleaning out the freezer and the pantry. Gee, tater tots, ground beef, cream of something soup, mushrooms. I think I have corn in the freezer too. I'll have to find that because that's how we make tater tot casserole or hot dish, if you wish. Yes, we have some shredded cheddar and we did have corn in the freezer too. Now, I want to mention this is a pound of ground beef. A lot of people have seen a lot of our videos and said, why does your meat, if it's roast or steak or ground beef, it says not for sale? If it's not for sale, how did you buy it? Well, that's the way it works when you buy directly from a farmer. They take it to the locker processes it, and you pay for the processing so it doesn't go through government inspection. So it's not from a meat packing plant, so it can't be sold because it technically hasn't been inspected. But that's why it says that. That just means we got it from a farmer and a meat locker. So that's why it says not for sale. It can't be sold, but it's ours. So we don't want to sell it anyway. We just want to eat it. All right, so going in with the cream of bacon. Yeah, we still have cream of bacon left over. This is cheap. Bought a bunch of it.
Just a case.
And it is good.
It was hard to find. I had to.
I can't think of seeing it on the shelf. So it was probably a good thing we did. And canned soup lasts forever. Like I said, normally I would use cream of mushroom, but we'll go with the bacon. And to that, I'm going to add a little bit of milk. I don't know, 1/4 to 1/2 cup. Just kind of mix that up. And to that, we're going to add our browned ground beef. Let me get that off of there. Ground beef is in. Our drained mushroom stems and pieces. And our grade A fancy cut corn. Don't fall for the grade B not so fancy. It sucks.
We're fancy like that.
We always do frozen corn. Canned corn it reminds me of when I was a kid and we went trout fishing. You use canned corn for bait, and that's what it smells like. So, and that goes back in the freezer. Let's mix this up a little. We're going to get a little bit of shredded cheese in there, but most of it will go on top. Kind of like the way we do the tots. A little bit in the middle, but most on top.
Classic hot dish.
Heating up the oven. I'm going at 400. It browns the tots better. Now, some people do just tots in the middle. I know some people who do just tots on top. We do both. How about a little of both, right? Yeah, this is a lot of, I think we're making some good pantry and freezer room here. I got a greased casserole dish ready to go. We'll go with that many in the middle.
We just talked about this casserole dish. This style dish, I think, was distributed to every household in the 70s, and it's just been there forever.
Well, I certainly inherited it. I mean, we've had it forever. We even have a lid that goes on it that just doesn't fit very well, so we never use the lid. That's kind of funny. I'm going to add just a little bit more milk. Mix it up, and we're going into that grease casserole dish. Right there. This is so comforting. It's 7 degrees out right now, I think. We got snow on the ground. We got some snow coming. And this is just what you want.
I wish I could train the dog to use the bathroom inside.
No kidding. All right. So there it is. It's heavy on the ground beef because that's what you want. We'll put the rest of that cheese on top. Grated it earlier in the week. That's all we got, so that's what we're going with. You don't need a ton. And then stack it with the tots. Now, I'm not one of those people that when I make a tater tot casserole, I mean, I'm OCD, but I'm not one that has to do this. Okay? It's not going to be perfect. To those who do, more power to you. I understand I'm that way about a lot of things, but not my tater tot casserole. I just want it to have tots on top. They don't have to be in perfect order. Just kind of like that. A couple more. I mean, I do like to have all areas covered, but they don't have to be in order, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. There we go. That's tater tot casserole. Into the oven, 400 degrees until those tots are nice and crispy and brown. So that's a tater tot casserole. It went about 40 minutes. Let it rest for, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. But that's some comfort food goodness right there. I do have to add a little salt, a little pepper. Can you see the smoke coming off that? It is a hot one.
It's a hot dish.
A hot dish, yes. This is one of our favorites, and we'll have lots of leftovers, which is fine with us. It'll burn your mouth too. Wow, I can taste that bacon. I can tell it's not cream of mushroom. It's cream of bacon, and I'm good with that. And tots on top are crunchy. We're ready to eat. Out of the freezer, the tots, the ground beef. Out of the pantry, the freezer, also the corn. Out of the pantry, the mushrooms and a cream of bacon. Pantry freezer project. And eating a great meal with John Eats Cheap.